break down this process. So before we begin, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a house. I'm going to make it very simple. I'm going to have a little chimney here. Give it a door. Give it some windows. Now we have a property, okay? What we're going to do first is we're going to go out here and we're going to build relationships with the expert buyers. Okay? And I'm just going to draw an example of stick men. I'm going to make this very, very simple here. And I'm going to draw my buyers. They're going to have little hats on like little Monopoly men, because these are the guys with the bags. These are the guys with the cash. They have the money. Okay? In the beginning, you don't want to confuse yourself with going on YouTube, looking at the same information over and over again, telling you something that really can't lead you anywhere because you don't have any leverage knowledge off expert buyers. You don't have strong relationships with real buyers. You have to take your time and cultivate the relationship with these people first when you want to get started in wholesaling. The reason why is because these buyers are going to give you the targeted information you need to become successful. They're going to give you the targeted information you need to set up a successful campaign in marketing. And we're going to get to that later. I want you to follow me. I show my clients how to develop relationships with these people. And what happens is when they sit down with these expert buyers, the buyers are going to give you the areas that you're buying in. Think about it. Many people that start out, they sit there, they say, man, I got to go find a house first. I got to go find a house. But you don't even know what area to go find the proper house in. Think about that. Take your time and slow down. Cultivate the relationship. You're not going to make money in the first month because you're rushing to get the deal. It takes time. This is the knowledge that's going to provide you to expand. I mean, I'm telling you, you're going to grow phenomenally if you take your time, cultivate the relationships, and find out where these guys are buying. Many people, I hear you out there. You're saying, well, Rico, what does that look like? What do I have to do? That sounds hard to do. It's not. It's common sense. Have you ever heard of Google before? If you ever heard of Google before, I want you to sit down on a computer and go visit Google right now. And when you go visit Google, I want you to type in wherever you're at in America. I don't give a care if you're in Phoenix, if you're in California, if you're in Florida, if you're in Texas. Put in top 10 real estate investors in Nashville, for example. Top 10 real estate investors in Memphis. Top 10 real estate investment companies in New York. What's going to happen when you put that in a search engine? The buyers are going to come up. So now when you see these companies that comes on from your search in the search engine, you have to write it down and you have to go out there and cultivate the relationship with these buyers. For my clients, when they come into Mad Paper Coaching or in the Wholesale Blueprint, I give you my personal buyers. Think about that. Think about how dynamic that is. I give you my personal buyers to help transform your career. They're instantaneously going to give you the areas that they're buying in. So if you're in Memphis, guess what? They're going to say, hey, Rico, we buying these areas here. They're going to say 38118, 38117, 38116, 38115, 38141, 38115, 38112. These areas are all in Memphis. Now you take the zip codes and you can go to a data company source and set up a targeted marketing campaign so you can be successful and find the proper house to send to these guys so you won't waste their time. See, the powerful rule in wholesale real estate is we don't want to waste the buyer's times. So if you're just massively marketing into an area and you don't know where these buyers are buying in, then you're going to make a big mistake and you're going to waste a lot of time. And they're not going to have a strong, enriched relationship built in with you because you're wasting everybody's time. Now, we've cultivated the relationship with these buyers. We found some buyers. We know what areas they're buying in. Now, what is the next thing that we need to do? Set up a targeted marketing campaign. We're going to take these zip codes here, right? And we're going to contact the data source company. Yellow letters complete. .com. We're going to go to this website and set up our direct mail marketing. What is direct mail marketing, Rico? What is that? What does that look like? Direct mail marketing is the process of you sending out letters or postcards to a group of motivated sellers. A group of motivated sellers. A powerful, powerful group of people that's going to help transform your life in wholesale real estate. These people are going through divorces in life. They're going through certain turmoils in life, divorces, loss of jobs, death, inherited property situations, roommates fighting and they bought the house together and they got to figure out who's going to get what. These are motivated sellers that you can find on a day-to-day basis. There's millions of them. And they get created at every second and every minute because situations and circumstances happen every second. So in this situation, we're going to set up a marketing campaign, and I coach my clients to always do at least 1,000 postcards. On your first campaign, you got to do at least 1,000, guys. It takes money to make something. You got to stop looking for the free way out. Go get a job if you have to. Go get a loan if you have to. But if you're not doing marketing and wholesale real estate, you're not in business. You got to go out there and try to find a lead to convert it. This is important. This will transition your life. So when you do your first direct mail campaign, we're going to market to what we call absentee owners. My favorite out of all the motivated sellers. What's an absentee owner, Rico? An absentee owner is a person that owns a property but doesn't live in it. Okay? I deal with them all the time. So let's say an absentee owner owns a property that has tenants. So that tells me an absentee owner is a what? Landlord. Does that make sense, guys? It does. So you have tired landlords out there that's looking to liquidate properties. So we set up a direct mail marketing campaign. We've developed powerful relationships with our buyers here, okay? And one in particular, the buyer that we really built a strong relationship with, we're going to name him out of everybody. And he's working with me to this day, and I know him. He's my close mentor. His name is Dan Butler. All right? So Dan is in the market, and Dan is looking for properties to buy. He's hungry. He's sat down with you. He's told you the areas that he wanted you to market to, and now you're ready to set up your direct mail campaign to find that particular property. Now, we've set up the direct mail campaign. In my coaching program, I take each client by hand, and I don't have you set up your direct mail campaign by yourself. I have you call the direct mail campaign company on a conference call while I assist you, okay? So after we set up this direct mail marketing campaign to absentee owners, we found someone named Susan. Going to draw some hair for Susan. Susan is a motivated seller. Now, what happens when these postcards go into the mailbox, Rico? They're going to go to the mailbox, open the mailbox, get the postcard out. They're going to read it. They're going to say, wow, someone wants to buy my house. His name is Rico. In this situation, Susan did pick up the postcard and she's reading it. And in this particular situation, Susan's mother has passed. So she's an inherited property owner, okay? Kind of fits into the absentee owner list. She owns a property. She's not living in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to provide a solution for her. She's going to pick up her phone and she's going to give you a phone call, and you have to position yourself to get ready for it, okay? So it's going to happen just like this. Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Hey, how you doing? My name is Susan. I have a postcard in my mailbox and it says you can help me out. Can you buy my property here? Hey, how you doing, Susan? My name is Rico Smith. I'm a real estate investor here in Memphis, Tennessee. I would love to help you out. I've been buying property for the past 10 years, and I've assisted a lot of people. Tell me a little bit more about your property. Okay, Rico, well, I'm going to be straight out and honest with you. I'm not going to hold your time. My mother has passed, and she left the property in my name. I'm actually in college right now. I'm out here in Wyoming. I'm with my family, and we need something drastic to kind of occur right now. I need a plan. Can you help me out? I need to sell this property all cash. You know what, Susan? First and foremost, my condolences on the loss of your mother. What we're going to do now is construct a solution for you to sell your property. I would love to buy it. Tell me a little bit more. That's what you're going to do. You're going to pick out the pain points on the phone call. Okay? When you tell her to tell you a little bit more about this property, you want to know what needs to be repaired so you can relay that information back to who? The buyer. You're not going to overwhelm yourself with so much. You're going to take in what needs to be done with the information. Take the information and give it back to the buyer. Does that make sense? And the buyer is going to lead you to success because you have cultivated a real relationship. The competition doesn't want to do that, guys. The competition is blinded by money. That's the only thing they want. They want money. They don't have the time to take the time to understand what this person wants. They don't take the time to understand that this person can become a true friend. Don't become blinded by money. When you become a genuine person, the buyer is going to lead you to an area of success that you could have never imagined. So now, when you're asking Susan about the repairs of the property, she's going to begin to tell you what's wrong with it. Rico, my roof is old and outdated. I need to paint my property. I need new windows. My mom hasn't painted that property in over 30 years and it's chipping off. I know we got old rotten wood on it. I know the kitchen is outdated. I know the bathroom tile is old and is dark green. It used to be in the 80s. I'm knowing that this property is going to possibly need a full renovation. And so what I do now, since I'm the wholesaler